You said drama sells?
Yeah, it does sell. You can, I'm just so tired.
I know. I see different YouTube views off dramas, gang.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna front, but if you put up some shit that seem like it's more drama than not,
then it don't get no play.
You get more views, gang.
And
that's just a
it's
fact.
just a lot of bashing. Then they want to say protect black women. How can you protect? How you keep asking for protection, and we can't even protect ourselves? There's no uplifting. Y'all ready to bring a person down or watch this? Why is that?
No, that's a fact. Bad influences at impressionable ages is a bad recipe.
Yeah,
that's a recipe for destruction.
Exactly, it is. And I feel like this generation of mothers and grandmothers don't make it better. Y'all doing what the old ladies did on the porch, blaming the youth. But who raised the fucking youth? Who raising these young black girls to be the way they do?
They do that a lot. They just pushing on the kids.
Yeah. Is it social media? Why you letting social media raise your kids then? Where are you as a parent? Oh, I'm working because they got to stay fly. Well, that's your fucking fault because you want your kids to stay fly. Now they mind is boggled with social media because you're not there to even sit down and talk to them. It's like, yo, this is not real. This is a front. You don't want to be like this. You don't even tell them about your fucking life, like what you've been through. Like, yeah, I was there for. And even it's that, like, keep it 100. Stop fantasizing about life. And stop putting other black. I think we don't have a village no more. So what I'm saying is like, it's no village for black women.
I feel like I said this, but in different ways. So I be like, yo, how come black women don't talk?
Yeah.
How come black women don't discuss these type of topics? How come people
it's
be
always
saying
catty? I want to, like, I know where mine's developed from.
You can slide a little bit again because I was about to go on the teams.
Go.
I was looking at my bad. I was looking at.
Go.
I want to say,
go ahead, do your thing.
Alright, yo, let me get y'all, I be saying like, yo, how come, yo, I feel kind, yo, that's crazy. Yo, I want black women to stick together too, boy. Keep
no, go ahead.
This spill, baby. I want to get litty.
You want to sit right here?
Nah.
Okay. Cause I was going, but
you go ahead. I want to add a little bit too.
You can. That's why I said to go. I'm gonna let you rock.
Alright, I feel like black women should talk more. Most of all the black women I know don't talk and don't they don't share like their experiences like they be more might be trying to down each other than uplift each other.
Yeah. That too. I think that too. And I could say that too because I be I think it's like an alpha. I will say it's an alpha thing with us. Like you can't tell me nothing. Like at a certain point in time, when you let a child take adult responsibilities, they feel like they're adult and they've been through it. Like you can't tell me nothing. I did that shit already.
What's
like
that? What's that?
I don't know. Fact. It says, I think you should be a certain age to be on any form of social media. It is an age limit. People just let their kids get on it.
It is, right? Yeah. What is it, 18?
Yeah.
Yo, it is 18.
It is an age.
And you see every kid you see on
and they have a parental thing where you can monitor your kids. These people saying, oh, no, monitor your fucking kids. Monitor your kids. It's like
Savage Source if you got kids, man.
You got kids, Savage Source?
And is they on the phone, B?
Or do they have a phone? You can monitor that shit too.
You said Aboriginal came out to take accountability, yeah.
He said facts.
No, like I think so too, but I think it gotta be. Obviously, it is a thing there, but it gotta be enforced. I think that most I asked the dude the other day. Medkit was there. I said, yo, I think I said it on the stream, but I'm not gonna say the party. But I was like, how strong are you basically on taking your daughter's phone? I asked the dude. You remember when I'm talking about Medkit? Mm-hmm. And what he said?
Oh, she'll go crazy.
She'll go crazy. He said she'll go crazy. Like that's what the father said about taking his daughter's phone while we was talking about the influence that the shit was having on his daughter.
No, about
so a lot of parents don't want to do that type of shit, bro. They not with it. They afraid. Nigga don't want their kid go. Then your kid want to kill themselves. They want to,
I done threw your phone on highways, roofs, all sorts of shit.
Yo, they be wanting to, then your kid, you got to worry about your kid running around like, I want to kill myself. I can't take this shit no more. Like, people.
Well, I try to kill myself too.
Like, yeah, sometimes.
You still here?
I can understand, I guess people were saying, like, it's hard, though. You definitely got to monitor your kids, Aboriginal King, as opposed to letting them just do what the fuck they want to do, gang.
And this is different. Like, social media is so fucking delusional. I swear to God, I can't. Like, it's like, bitch, shut up. Why are you lying? You know you've been through this. Why are you bashing your old self?
That's what I'm saying. They don't
It's like, why are you bashing your old self? And it's like, and it's hard because it's too much pride and prejudice with black women. They just can't keep it real. They can't even keep it real. They run around fucking eyelashes and fucking bum ass wigs all the time. How could you keep it real with an unreal person? I don't understand. They can't even be their real selves at times.
That was a good little joint right there, though.
No, I'm dead ass. And it's hard.
But
it's like, I'm better than you. Are you sure you really better than this person? You can't even admit to your fucking wrongs. I don't be wanting to bash people over their wrongdoings, knowing that a certain time and point in life I was at that point. Why bash it?
Yo.
Like why won't say like, damn, I remember that time. Like what? Like when they say like, what would you say to your 18-year-old self, or what would you say to your 23-year-old self? Why you can't say that to that young black girl at 23? Uplifting thing instead, like, oh, what are you doing to your youth, bitch? Why is your daughter watching her?
Yo, Medkit, let me ask you this though. Check it, right? Look.
And I know it's hard to talk to these young girls these days because I know it's hard.
Happening in real life. Why?
I think it's happening because.
No, I'm saying like this. Check it. So you get a girl, she want to get hair, eyelashes, nails, all that shit, right? From your time when you used to be on that wave, is it for a particular nigga? Is it like is boosting your self-esteem? Like, is it what is the fucking overwhelming?
Nigga, I was bullheaded.
Not for real. What's the overwhelming?
It was boost my self-esteem. No, I never was taught how to self-love. I was bashed.
You feel like it's the same thing in this generation?
I wasn't taught self-love. I had to learn self-love at an elderly age.
When one of your friends is doing eyelashes, doing nails, dudes at the college, they jazzed up. What are you thinking?
It just depends on if I know the person. Like sometimes you can sense the insecurities or the fake confidence on people, and then sometimes it's just like they have a certain security in themselves, but they still want to do certain things. Like they might want to beautify themselves or follow a trend, like, and that's rare. Let me say that's rare.
It's rare when
where they're secure in themselves. Like, you know, like say I was to do my hair, like even with my dress, maybe do some twist in my, you know, like I'm secure in myself to wear my hair however. But I still wanted to do this. Or maybe say I was going to an event.
Pressure.
I did some.
But is that still pressure though?
Pressure.
Sometimes people don't want to be like, yo, I fucked up. I made a mistake. I felt the pressure. Like, yo, I was like, fuck, I ain't walking there as myself today. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the shit.
Oh, but if it's not that I'm not walking in there myself, like I wanna try it out.
Okay, so what stops a person from going to Walmart or something and buying a Halloween costume in July?
Usually they're not selling them.
You can buy ordering one from Amazon. Party City.
People occasionally buy stuff from party, like wigs and other stuff, because they maybe a costume.
So if you started to see people running around with Spider-Man outfits on, as much as you've seen women with fake hair or eyelashes or nails.
I think that's what society promotes too, like the nails, and I think it was social media. I would say social media. Fake asses, titties, nails, whatever, to glamify yourself. It's just like
So is telling the black woman, like, nah, be your natural self, have self-confidence, take all that shit off. Is that defending them? Is that the real thing that you should tell Like,
I think that that is defending them. That's something you should tell a person, especially when they're young. Like, all this stuff is going on with all the fake stuff. You gotta learn how to love yourself first, because once all that shit come off and you look at your natural self, do you really hate the way you look? Like, I can't look at myself until I have lashes. I can't look at myself until I have makeup. Like, I'm not
you said
cute.
yes? You think they feel like that?
Yeah, and it's sad because
I think a lot of girls feel like they're not beautiful without their hair done.
yeah, and it starts young. It
That's
starts
why I
young.
said there's some girls even in my college that feel secure in themselves without it. It's
Probably said this, yeah.
that feel secure in themselves without it. Like, okay, even though my lashes and my hair not done, I still feel cute. I'm still like, don't ever take away. But then there's girls, they don't want to come out their dorm. They crying because they
it starts young, and honestly, it starts from the parents, the aunt, and the family. $200 on what?
Braids.
Shit.
130, 150.
I was paying $70 for hair included.
So, all right, but y'all, I mean, from maybe it's another thing where a man just don't know the difference, but I feel like neither one of y'all would stand a chance of being necessarily accepted, like, by large masses of women. I don't think you could pull that off successfully without having beef. I don't think you could even.
Oh, okay. Beef.
Because what are you gonna say to I'm doing this for me?
What? My natural hair?
Whatever I'm doing this for me.
Oh, so. Oh, wait. The
like how females be like, how dudes be like, yo, why you got that? You like. A dude be like, yo, you ain't even got to do all that. Female like, I ain't doing it for you, nigga. I'm doing it for me.
Well, I would ask, for you, you think your natural self without that is ugly? Do you think yourself is ugly? I would like to know, like, how do you think your natural self without the wig, do you think you're ugly?
I don't know if I know this, but can I tell you how some females will answer and then go to hostility? Yeah, I do think I'm beautiful, but I just like to use this because I like to use it.
That's what they want to put themselves in. That's what they want to say to themselves. But I never in my life had a man come up to me and say, "Hey, I like your eyelashes." But my whole thing is
nowadays these young boys, I think they might
cause they little sassy.
What?
Is
nowadays
what is it?
Like these young boys be like, oh, your lashes.
Cause it's the apocalypse of sassy men.
You don't got the
she
fur
said she
mink
feel
coat.
like
I
it, though.
think you gotta get kicked to the side.
A fur mink coat? What's that?
The fur mink.
Well, he need to put. What?
The minky blinkies. If you don't got the minky blinkies.
Well, I would tell, and if he said that, I would like, dang, are you part of the sassy apocalypse of men? Cause
No, you're not doing that.
What?
The sassy word with men is so stupid.
But that's how they acting. If you worry about my eyelashes, what you worry about my eyelashes for, bro?
So you calling Gully sassy?
What? He don't worry about my eyelashes. He not worried about if I got minks on.
Yo, can I tell you
my
the
whole
truth?
face card pulled
Yo,
him, and I
Shanice,
got game.
When I was coming up,
all
the
they
girls
about,
did not do eyelashes like that.
No.
They didn't do it like that. It wasn't like you was never going to see a 14, 15, 16-year-old girl really with eyelashes, even if she had the money for it.
No. Barely did mascara.
Yeah, like, nah, I never really, this is something
really
from
natural.
this era that I've been seeing
we had weaves, not fucking wigs. But nah, we didn't need that. We grew up in a natural era. We didn't even need no ass to bag a nigga.
But you was just
I
over
was
here
flat
talking
chested
about,
with no ass.
You was just over here talking about, I'm just saying that. You was just saying like.
I'm just saying, but that's what I wanted.
You said
though.
parents wouldn't allow it at that point, bro. I'm not gonna say that because parents was allowing anything. I think
What?
it wasn't
What
such
parents?
a fad.
It wasn't a
and
fad.
I think all the females wasn't looking at a bunch of other females with eyelashes.
Not even that.
Yo, can I tell y'all what happened?
The baddest girl in that era was Aaliyah.
Look,
okay.
I check it. Look, you know how I be saying that a lot of the real hardcore gay chicks dress like gangster niggas, right? A lot of the everybody's trying to look like a stripper.
Mm-hmm. A Jezebel.
When
Jezebel's
Atlanta came
not
up,
out.
when Atlanta music came up and the strip club culture came up, is when this shit went hammer time.
Then they want bad strippers. Bitch, you trying to be like them. At least they making money off them fake asses in here. They getting the bag. Y'all get
like, bro. We really had the twerk videos. You remember when we first started having twerk videos? We had to have BET uncut.
Uncut.
A chick was just bad in the video like this. A nigga dancing behind her.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, it wasn't no get. Like, that came up with.
Tip drill.
Now it's escalated to everybody having OnlyFans. And I'm not going to go back on the Martin Luther King shit. But if Martin Luther King was alive right now, does he take up the men who are trying to do civil rights shit? Or does he just get the OnlyFans? Like, I'm bossing.
He doing both. I had a dream I could make her cream.
That was pretty good, Medkit, but I'm still a little nervous.
I don't care.
Yo, who could sponsor us though? Like, that's another day. Cause I don't even know if we sponsorable when we get to where we need to get to. Like, who is gonna sell boo? Like, who gonna be like, yo, boo, you can run your ass over here, my nigga. Pitch this product.
Some type of man.
And fuck around me right wing, and I'm not right wing. I'm not conservative. I'm not a Republican nigga. I just call shit fair. Gonna fuck around and have Boot over here selling American cowboy hats. Like, yo, fuck, we trying to get this money, nigga. Use my code.
You gotta do what I gotta do. Y'all don't want to support me.
Nah, but black, yo, bro, we not getting into, because they be talking shit about black people, us not sticking together. And that we could launch off on the whole topic, because that's what your topic is. Black women not defending black women.
They don't. It's like it's bad, yo.
Yo, Medkit, your highest rated video on YouTube. You got almost 2,000 views now, right? But we was talking about the aggression with New York women. As black women, because y'all I'm not a black woman. I know niggas be like, yo, they got an aggressive stance with them, right? They talk about men not being able to get along because of testosterone and shit. Remember when Baz was on the podcast that time, and I gotta get Baz on here and ask him about that again. And he was saying they have a such thing as alpha males, but they don't have it for female because every female is an alpha.
Yeah, I think
do y'all find that? Wait, I'm gonna both y'all say. Do y'all find that when you thinking of dealing with other black women and bringing certain things up, like that aggression will come?
Yeah, I really do. And I feel like it's the elderly black woman too.
I know a lot of elderly wild black women too.
Yeah,
like,
the wild barbarians. In boo voice. Yeah, and
yo, that's deep to me right there though.
But and they can't accept the fact that, like, yeah, I've been through that too, the trauma too. Oh, like, nah, like, can we talk about our traumas together and just try to progress instead of you trying to tell me after I already went through it? You cannot tell me something I already went through. I already went through that trauma already. Can we talk about our traumas and try to see why and how we got there? Don't tell me what I should have did, because bitch, what you should have did. How can we help do this together as a team instead of downing me knowing you've been through the same shit that I've been through? All right, we both been through it. We was well uneducated about it, but now we a little educated. Can we come together and try to help others instead of just saying, oh, well, what was you and what was you thinking at that time? You gotta put yourself back to that time. Like, shit, I remember that time. How can I help without even like trying to down the person, or just express and tell them how my story was and how did I get there, and have a little like compassion and let her open up like I've been there and feel my pain. And maybe our pain together could help relieve each other instead of causing more pain with each other and telling, let me tell you. Nah, when you hit the let me tell you, now you can't tell me shit. And that's me, period. Once you hit the let me tell you, I'm like, nah, bitch, you done. You're done. You're finito. And that's how a lot of black women feel like, bitch, how you gonna tell me?
Yeah, it's like,
I've been grown before I was grown. A lot.
That's a main thing too.
Yeah.
I see that a lot too.
And that's what it is, to be judgmental. And I grew up in that. We grew up as
talk about somebody in particular too, and I know the person.
I
see you and that person go through that a couple
times. No, it's not particular.
No,
it's a plenty of women, like, it's family members and all with me. Like, I've been there because they gotta understand, like, a lot of us been grown before we was grown. We was doing grown and been through grown shit before we was grown.
That's a fact. Catch that comment there too, bro. Right there. I saw read that
men
comment.
Men can't get along because of insecurities, and I think that makes them try to project how tough they are.
Yo, bro, that's some real. We not on men right now, but I would have liked to. Then that made me. I'm not taking over the topic because this Medkit main topic of the night, man. So. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to take over that topic, but I think that's a dope way to look at it, man. And I never even described it in that way. But that made me go and start thinking it to myself, like, damn, boy, it's been a lot of times where I was dealing with some insecurities, and they definitely came out in a different way. And that's a mean topic right there. But we was on black women right now. Not that I want us to be on black women, but
you know what? I would say source. I could say that for black women too.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact.
Thing.
That's kind of what
like,
we're saying
too. We gotta stop for real. We really got to stop, and maybe it could change like a lot of these girls right now with the stripper culture and stuff like that. Like I grew up, we ran to the streets. A lot of these in the streets was a reality. Like you knew like what was real, but a lot of these young girls is running to social media, and that shit is fucking delusional.
So what do you tell a young girl though? So young girl running the streets, right? You like, okay, I want to help her. I want to save her, right? Like you go tell her your story, she spit the same thing about you. You can't tell me whatever the case may be, right? Like everything you telling her seems insulting now. Yo, you shouldn't be doing it though.
No, I wouldn't say shouldn't. I would tell her I understand where you coming from. I've been there, but I would ask her like, look at the results. Look at my results. Look at the people around you.
The results is what matter.
And like, do you want to be there? If you continue to do the same thing, that's where you're gonna be. And I think that you could be better than me.
How likely?
I think you need to do, and you can't tell young girls that because at the time I don't know what she's really going through.
How likely would you be able to get any of the young people? You at college, right? How likely
kids.
How likely is it for you to sit down with anybody that you know and talk about imperfections, talk about mistakes, for real?
It's a low chance.
A low chance?
Like a few people, a select few that actually be real. Not just about other people's imperfections, but about theirs as well.
Yo, that shit put a bugged out thought in my head. Like, I could never live my life like that, bro. Not right now. I know I did live it like that at one point. But that is a dangerous way to live. That's why I say you can't really get into relationships. That's why I used to tell dudes like, yo, bro, you fuck around, meet the person. Because you can't really know them. Even when you think you close to a motherfucker, you like, you ain't even halfway to who they is fuck around most times. Because they ain't even there yet. If you ain't come to the point where you could like, see your faults and like embrace your faults and vocalize your faults. If you ask me, man, you still in like the infancy stage of
you there with the person that you're trying to talk to. But there's no growth because you couldn't see your faults. And I think that's a lot of thing with black women is just like like all right, we know we all been through that shit.
You know that nigga that get on Street Fighter and just block and it take the match man longer? That's the nigga. Like, you think it's just blocking. Whatever come, nigga. Oh, you can't snipe, you can't get over here. Well, that's Mortal Kombat, but the same shit, bro. That shit is wild. I like how you admit that, too. A lot of men wouldn't be able to admit that. I'm not afraid to admit shit, though. That's a fact, gang, man. I'm not afraid to admit shit, though, man. But nah, man, I think that was a dope-ass topic right there, though. I think that was something dope.
Can I just go on? And I think that black women and black men need to protect each other more. Seriously, we really do. And stop just pointing fingers at each other. We all got our faults. We all got something going on in our life. We all did wrong. And stop raising our kids to be like, oh, don't trust da 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 da. This is what. When you say that and you build it a kid like don't trust this da 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 or don't trust these why are you projecting your fucking past or your anger whatever you went to on your kids and now this is what we get when you say don't trust. Look at what we did when we said don't trust. Look at the youth now. don't trust.
I think
Don't.
getting into what is protection exactly too is a thing too. Like,
but
is it just physical type shit?
It's
like,
everything physical, mentally, everything just uplifted. It's nothing but bashing. To the point we don't even want to date each other. To the point that we don't see each other as marriage material. Just a fucking sex doll, and that's it.
Well, you ain't got to point
not like I'm not no.
But I've been described as a sex toy, a boy toy. You know what I'm saying? Like sex symbol.
Part.
You know
but
what I'm
like
saying?
not even that. Like not even having like a solid home or foundation.
What do you mean?
Like that. Like it's a not trust issue. I'm not gonna trust these bitches. You 9 years old. How you not gonna trust a bitch?
They're repeating
like,
shit that people just said, but
like, and it's installing in kids like as in black women and black men is bad, and you're black. That's crazy. You don't hear no other people say that. You don't. That's crazy. You gotta teach to love each other.
Medkit. So look, right? Cause you took it. That's why this how y'all get overtime too. This how it be happening. But cause you, and I see that's a whole deep topic too. Like you said, black men and black women need to be protecting each other in general, right? Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm like, what is protection necessarily? Like, is it just a physical thing? Is like what? I think that sometimes that like, are we like? How do we even like? Fuck just black people, black men and black women, right? Is any human regularly thinking about protecting another human emotionally? Maybe as your kid, you be saying some shit like, I wouldn't want my kid to see some shit like this. It could traumatize him, right? Mm-hmm. But, like, we kind of got to define, we would have to end up defining what is protecting someone emotionally or mentally, or some people might be like, yo, you gotta protect the person's energy or spiritually, right? Yo, you should protect your child spiritually as well. Like, it's don't let their spirit get broke. Don't do like you gotta instill so it could definitely go a whole bunch of different ways. Like, if you working 12-hour shifts at your job or 16 hours a day, right? And you can't instill confidence in your kid, like, is you guilty of not protecting them? Then as well, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I don't even want to really even go into that right now. That is just a dope topic, but
that's another show then.
That's another show?
I mean, shit, man.
I ain't gonna forget that because I'll fuck around and be really thinking on that shit.